welcome back. Welcome to my channel. My name is Millie. If you are my returning subscriber, welcome back. Anyways, the winter is here and we have long winters in Denmark. So today I'm going to be talking about how to romanticize winter so you can get through winter without getting the winter blues, you know, the depression and all that. Because I mean, for a lady like me who lived half of her life in a warm country where like we never knew any degrees below maybe 20. So being in this country where it's like half the year it's cold, it's dark, get really dark here. Like sometimes I go to work, it's dark. I get back home, it's dark. Because if I'm sitting in the traffic, if I arrive home around 4:30, it's already dark. But here are some of the 10 things you can do to romanticize winter and get through winter without winter blues. Yes, number one, take advantage of the winter. I mean, take advantage of the snow and the ice. You know, if you have children, take them sledging, yeah. And I've been wanting to learn how to skate, but I think I'm afraid of skating, you know, because I'm afraid of falling. Working with elder people, most of them who come to us because they have fallen has scared me. But yes, take advantage of that. Go outside and play in the snow with the kids. I don't mind. I go outside and play in the snow. I'm not too old to go outside and play in the snow. The snow kind of lights up the whole landscape and it doesn't look so dark. So here we have to try and see the positives in the winter and in the snow, even if sometimes it's so difficult when you have to remove snow, you have to de-ice the car and all that. So we try to look at some of the positive things. So sledging, I think Yana and I said to Yana, I want to go sledging, but you haven't been able to find a sledge. And if this weekend the snow is still here, I'm going to ask him, let's go try and find a sledge and I can go sledging. I think it's very fun. Snow makes this beautiful landscape. Go outside and see how like sometimes the ice is hanging and it has become like art. Sometimes it just looks like a pure art. Yes. And then self-care. You know, the winter is really harsh. It's harsh for our mental health also, but it's also harsh for our physique. You know, like our skin. Like the skin really gets dry, you know, like if you go outside and the cold hits your face, you can really feel it, you know, and your fingers get really dry, your whole skin gets really dry. So I think self-care is really important here. I moisturize all year round, but I'm extra when it comes to winter. I like to make my own homemade body butter. Sometimes I also make a butter for my hair, but I make my own homemade DIY butter, and I use my favorite body cream. If you know me, I like Clarins, but right now I'm trying out this new body cream. I really love that cream. There's no perfume, and I think they use organic products. At least it's closer to nature. I'm trying to find products that are closer to nature, products that are organic. Even for our food, most of the time we buy organic, but things I'm putting on my body, I'm also trying to find things that are organic. So I just bought this organic shea butter, and I bought organic mango butter, and then I mixed that with some of my favorite oils, some jojoba oil and some vitamin E oil. So I use that. Sometimes I just put on my body cream first and then I top it with a body butter, or I put on the body butter. Yeah, it works very well. You can see my skin is over 40 years old and it still looks very good. So remember to moisturize your hands. I remember to moisturize your feet. I just feel like my feet, I don't know if as I age, but like my feet, sometimes we just put on body cream on all over our body and we forget our feet. So I remember to moisturize my feet and scrub my feet also with a stone. I have these stones. I think I got them in Uganda. So I use that stone also to exfoliate my feet. And I use I don't know what to call a body scrub. That's also since we were small kids in my country, in most African countries, but in my country in Uganda, since we were small kids, we knew like you don't just take soap and wash your body. We knew that you use something to clean your body. So I have that and I use that for my body. Yeah, also like I have a bathtub, so sometimes I just if it's one of those days when I'm like, oh, this winter, I just go in the bathtub, put on some music, turn on the candles, sit in there and listen to the music, just relax. And I know not everybody can do that, not everybody has a bathtub, but even in the shower, put on some nice music, light some candles in your bathroom, you know, go in and take a shower and listen to this music, you feel like the change. You feel like it's very romantic, you know. You don't have to have this bathtub. Not everybody has that in their house. But try take a shower, you listen to that nice music, maybe a nice podcast, and some candlelight, you know. Sometimes I have a glass of a cup of tea, or if I have my alcohol-free wine or my alcohol-free beer, I'll just have that. Take a shower, get out of the shower. While I put on body cream on my body, I sip on my wine. Oh yeah, so for a few minutes I can forget about the harsh winter. Yes, number 3, relationships. Because here in Denmark, most of the time in the summertime, people are out traveling, because we have 4 weeks we can go out travel during the summertime. Yes, a lot of people are traveling. A lot of people are spending time in their summer houses with their family. People are spending time with their families. People are outside enjoying life. And yes, also there you spend time with your friends and families. But during winter time, like everything goes slow, like life slows down. So in that way you can connect with your friends you haven't heard from, invite them for a romantic hygge dinner inside with candle lights and all that, you know. This time, like, we have not so much activities outside, so we have much time inside. Connect with your old friends you haven't heard from, write them or call them, you know, because we have so much time. I mean, I'm not saying we have so more time, but we're inside. We are not like the whole today. If it was summertime, I'll be out in my garden. I'll be like digging plants. I'll be like taking care of my plants. I'll be doing everything out in the garden. I'll be there for hours and hours. So I'm like so occupied. But right now I have the time inside, you know. I can call my friends and yeah, stay in touch with your friends, especially here in these countries like Denmark, when it's difficult to make friends. You have to nurture the ones you have. Do the activities. I do the activities that I have been putting off during summertime. Like, for example, during the summertime, I don't go much to the gym, because here in Denmark it gets so hot, you know, it gets so humid, you know, like you feel like your skin is wet. So I'm not interested in going to the gym, but I like walking, I like running, I mean, I like bicycling and I like jogging. So, but during winter time, I cannot go out and jog in this weather, like I'm risking to fall and break something. So during winter time, I go to the gym, do some lifting, do some cardio if I want to. Because like I said, I cannot do these things outside, so I'm going to the gym because this is one of the activities that I put off during summertime. Yeah, art and crafts, you know, like most of the time when the weather is good, I'm so into my garden, so I'm outside in my garden, and I put off my crafts. I am not such an artist, but I can paint a little bit, I can draw a little bit, and sometimes I'm being creative. Like, I hate writing in a journal that's plain, just plain paper. So I do like decorate my journal, and I feel like I get more motivated to journal when there's some colors and it's not just a plain white paper. So I do a lot of cutting from magazines, and sometimes I just do these I don't know what they call, like magazine books, where you find the pictures you like in magazines, and you can somehow make your own book. I do those things. It's about like keeping myself busy and not focusing so much on, oh my God, the winter, oh let me just sit in the sofa with my blanket and just watch TV the whole day. I try to keep myself with some activities, I know, and write in your journal, you know, like during the winter time, journal, do some journaling, you know. Whatever is happening, because like now the whole since I think New Year, the whole New Year, I think right after Christmas the snow came. It has been just white outside. If I journal about this, maybe 2 years from now I'll go back and read my journal, and then we won't have the same snow, because we haven't had this snow like this, I think, for 15 years. So I take pictures and put in my journal. Next time, maybe in some years when I look back, I'll be like, wow, we hadn't, it was snow that time of the year. Number 5, prioritize daytime walks. Yes, I like walking. I'm not doing a lot of walking because it's very icy outside. I went for a walk yesterday. It was a short walk. I think it was maybe 20 minutes. I went for a walk, but I took the route I know, and I knew that it was safe. But like I said, like when I was out taking some photos out there in the forest, I did fall, so I'm scared of going out for a walk. But normally, like I'm going for a walk even if it's cold, as long as it's not icy, I'm going for a walk. We go for a walk. Sometimes we go for half an hour. If it's not so cold, we can even go for a whole hour. I like walking because I can look at the nature. I can listen to the birds. I can feel the water running. I can hear the birds singing. So I like going out. And if the sun is shining, I'm going to get my D vitamin. I'm going to get sun on my skin. It's such a beautiful feeling having the sun hit you in the face. And especially when the snow is out and the sun is out, it's so beautiful, guys. You cannot see all these things while you are inside. And I think a lot of my African people, they hate the snow. They hate the winter, just like a lot of us do. But I try to see the positive in it, and I try to go outside there. I think if you start going outside there, you will not be scared of it, or you not feel like so bad about it. I think the important thing is you have to be well dressed, and I always try to go. I invest in good coats. I invest in good, I don't know, they're called jumpers, those ones you can just put on and go. So I invest in good hats, and yeah. So go looking for signs of life, There's some birds flying, and there's birds singing. Yes. Number 6, what I do, learning something new, I can crochet, but I think I can just crochet blankets. I don't have many designs, but at least I can crochet. So what I do, like now in the winter, I can learn different designs. I can, what is called streak. I can knit also. I know the small basics of knitting, but right now I'm trying to learn myself how to knit something, not just, I can knit a blanket, I can knit those things that just go in a straight line, but I would like to be able to knit a sweater. Can you imagine being able to knit your own sweater, being able to knit your own hat? I love colors. That would be amazing. Go learn ice skating. I think it would be fabulous if I could learn how to ice skate. I haven't given up hope. I might try it by being careful, So yeah, go learn new things. I'm actually also, I always have so many projects going. I'm also learning French. I have always loved French. I went to a course, but it was a short time. I can say bonjour, bonsoir, comment ça va bien. Yes, I'm learning French, and I have this app. It keeps on reminding me, and I'm learning a few words, because if I keep on listening the same words, I can be able to try to make a sentence. And Jan knows a little bit of French, so I said to him, we can start talking to each other in French with small words. So maybe if one day we go to France like tourists, we can be able to listen. We can be able to hear some words, not be like really lost. So yeah, I'm learning French, and go learn something new during the winter. And what about learning a romantic language? I think French is very romantic, Italian is very romantic, and Spanish is very romantic. But I'm romanticizing my winter by learning some French. Yes, guys, take on some projects that you've been putting on during the summertime, like you can declutter. I have so many plans of decluttering this whole house. I have plans of decluttering my wardrobe. I need to get rid of all those clothes that don't make me happy and donate them and stuff like that. I need to declutter our kitchen. I need to declutter in my room, our garage. We need to declutter that, and we're going to give some things to charity. And so we like going to flea market, and we're going to take some of the things to flea market. So during the winter time, that's when I have the time also to declutter, maybe paint some of those walls you have been putting off, and remodeling, if you have some remodeling in the house, and all those projects you put off, try to work on those. And something I feel like also romanticizing about winter, like embracing the wardrobe, use those beautiful knits you got last year, you even forgot you had. I used to do a lot of thrifting. I still do love thrifting. Like I said, I'm a thrifting queen. So I get a lot of used knits, in different colors. So I like in the evening, if I come home, I took off my work uniform, I come home, put on my beautiful knit. With color, it's wool, it's warm, because I don't like feeling cold, so I just put on this beautiful knit, put on something comfortable. Yes, and coat, I have these coats. I have my coat I just showed in the other video. This coat makes me feel like Chanel, the black Chanel. if we're going out for dinner or something, even if it's cold outside, I don't want to go wearing like a coat that looks like a duvet, because here when it's so cold, we have to almost wear this coat that look like duvet. But if I'm going out for dinner, I want to look beautiful, so I invest in a beautiful coat that sits very nice on me, and I can still look beautiful even if it's winter. I have my hats. I like wearing hats. If the sun is out, I put on my glasses, and yeah, I like to keep myself looking beautiful even if it's winter, because I think here in Denmark, and I think in a lot of Nordic countries, during winter it's black, it's gray. Yeah, it's black or it's gray. You know, people are not wearing color. I love wearing color. I was actually here. I was wearing this blazer and I took it off. Oh, I love wearing colors even during winter time. Yes, and stand out because I love colors. But I also wear black. I also like, sometimes I never used to wear black, but now I wear black and I feel like very classic. But I'm not going to be wearing black all the time. So yes, just let me take this off. Yeah, and I love like gloves. I have these gloves, like leather gloves. You know, you can really find these beautiful leather gloves that are warm. And Jan, when he was in Greenland, he got me these gloves that are made out of seal. I don't know if it's called seal in English also. Please don't come for me, because in Greenland they eat seal, and the skin they use it to make these beautiful things. So he got me these gloves. They're so nice and warm, because I don't know, somehow my fingers they really get cold. I feel like they're going to break off. So yeah, I just like get out all these things I've been keeping away for the winter, and I'm like enjoying them. If you thrift, you can also thrift these beautiful colorful gloves. Imagine wearing colorful coat and colorful gloves. You're not going to be feeling like, oh, this winter, you know, just going to be enjoying the moment. Warm drinks. I like drinking tea, and I like to make it like experience. You know, when I'm drinking tea, it's just like, oh, tea drink, you know. I like to put in ginger, I put in lemon, and if it's the season for mint, I put in mint, lemongrass if the season, and if it's not the season, I can use the dried ones. I just make myself a nice cup of tea, and I sit down in our window where I can look outside and maybe turn on music, maybe listen to podcast, or maybe watch some interesting YouTube and just relax. I just feel like I'm somewhere in a country like Japan, you know, where they drink nice tea, and I just pretend like I'm in Japan having tea in a beautiful cafe or in a beautiful area where they just make special tea. And that's where I feel like very romantic. I also like, because it's so cold and we're inside, our skin is so affected. I like to stay hydrated, but I hate water. Guys, I really hate water. So what I do, in my water, I can put in some berries, blackberries. I find some of those fruits I like. So instead of making like a juice or something, I just cut maybe what is it called, cucumber, maybe some lime, or maybe some lemon. I just put all these kind of things I like, and that's what I'm actually, because I let it sit for a while, and I'm getting some vitamins out of that water. I like it to have that little bit of taste, but without it like being so tasteful, you know, just a little bit of taste, because I really hate drinking water. I don't know how I see these people like drinking water. I cannot drink water like that, not in the summertime, not in the winter time. So I just add a few of these things in my water, and I'm staying hydrated, and my skin is hydrated. Yes, and number 10, you know how I love hygge. Create some hygge in your house, create some coziness in your house, you know. Create those corners where you can go and sit when it's cold like today, where you can go and sit and read a book or listen to a podcast you like, or knit, or paint, or journal, all these things you like. Just make these cozy areas in your home, and light some candles, you know. Like I said in my other video, like I like candles, you know, and I like to use real candles, but I only use real candles when we have visitors, when we're like sitting down. But most of the time I use these fake candles, because some of these candles actually they time themselves, they turn on. So we have these candles, we don't even bother turning them, they turn themselves off and on, because it's dark right now in winter, so we don't care we don't care having them like on all the time. So light some candles, listen to some nice jazz music, you know, while you're cooking, and you're going to see, like, before you know it, this winter is gonna be gone and spring is going to be here. And that's how I romanticize winter, in able to avoid the winter blues and the winter depression. Guys, I hope you enjoy the video. Stay tuned to more videos like this. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.